just about ready to go, and Kevin Sinfield is waiting for the signal from Ashley Klein to get this match in motion. This eagerly anticipated game. Will Headingley prove home sweet home for the Rhinos? We'll see over the next 18 minutes or so. And what an error from Jason King.
Well, that is just what they wanted right from the kick-off. We said Phil, nerves are going to play its part, and it does.
Brilliant kick-off. That's the first thing I'd say. OK, the nerves, he didn't take the pass, but it was put awkwardly into the corner. The timing of the run maybe not great. Brent Stewart stood in front of him, and Jason King's come up with the first fumble.
And you just say to yourself, why on earth did David Williams offload? It was a good take. He really should have gone to ground.
Well, Leeds with head and feet then 10 metres away from the Manly line. We're in the opening minute of the World Club Challenge. And here is Sinfield, whose kick-off has caused havoc, and he gives it to Callum Watkins. And the Manly Sea Eagles, they are wary of the threat of Callum Watkins, that's obvious. Here is Jamie Peacock now, 34 years young Jamie Peacock. 6th World Club Challenge for him. He won a couple with the Bradford Bulls. Maguire's pass wide. Hardaker, Webb!
Oh, it's gone forward. Webb tried to offload there. He's saying that perhaps that there was a touch by a Manly player. But I think it was going forward from Webb. Maguire missed the man out, had the opportunity. Yeah, it's gone forward. He's lost control of it. Well, a golden opportunity just thrown away. Did he? Oh, yes, he did. David Williams, but did the ball hit the man, or was it the other way around?
Jamie Jones, arms around Zach. Zach, arms around your second rower. Nice and tight, Brett. Brett.
Well, it's obviously deemed that the ball hit the man and not the man going for the ball. Maybe he's got it spot on, but what a let-off for the Manly outfit. Good defence, though.
Great defence. There's a big push at the scrum. That was definitely nudged backwards, so that's probably why the scrum went Manly's way. But Daly Cherry Evans had nowhere to go then. Wonderful defence and a big push at the scrum, but Leeds here too quick out of the blocks. Early penalty goes Manly's way.
They realise it as well, to the Rhinos. They've got off to a very, very good start indeed. Remember, it was 2009 when these last two... Oh, that's another error.
Daly Cherry Evans' penalty doesn't find touch, it only finds Ryan Hall.
They're nervous, Eddie. They really are. But what I was saying is that remembered in 2009, there's a coach, Jeff Tuving, his first real big game in charge. Oh, that's a nice shot there. Stewart didn't miss. Peacock.
Sinfield pops the ball back, and Brett Delaney is put on his backside. He was put on his backside by Jason King's tackle. Here is Ablett now, and this time a penalty for Leeds because Manly too quick out of the blocks.
I'll tell you what they needed as well, because Brett Delaney felt that big hit there by the big fella Jason King. Well, two very, very poor errors by the visiting side, and they were caught offside there. So a second opportunity now for the Rhinos. He's not at the races at the moment, Brett Delaney.
Thunderous challenge on him from King. This meanwhile is Peacock driving it in again for the Rhinos. Halted though just a few metres short of the line and then pushed back almost to the 10 metres. It's Rob Burrow who gives it to Ablett. Short ball to Luluai, former Manly man of course, ex-prop. He joined Leeds in 2007. Kylie Luluai, he plays it to Burrow. Burrow then to Sinfield. Just a drop of the shoulder trying to fool them, but he couldn't fool Brent Kite.
Left-hand side, they got the opportunity, but he's gone on his own as Burrow. They've buried him.
The referee blows the whistle. I think it's a penalty to Leeds here, isn't it?
Brett, you've got to square up.
He's not standing square in defence.
Two tackles in a row, you markers are split.
The hooker, Rob Burrow, he wanted to get on with things. He's such an important facet for Leeds tonight, Rob Burrow. If he can really hit the high spots, Manly know how good he is.
Luluai drives it in, they're underneath the post again, Leeds. And it's now with Sinfield once more, changes direction, gets away from Kite, but there is the figure of Anthony Watmo to bring him down.
Leeds need the dummy runners, they've got to utilise, try to suck in the defence.
It's with Maguire and then off the chest of Jamie Jones Buchanan. And all that pressure comes to naught. And Jamie Jones Buchanan apologises to his teammates.
Looked as though Jamie Jones was coming in on the angle, trying to give the impression perhaps he was going to be the dummy runner. A little bit too strong, wasn't it, there from Danny Maguire? But the pace of the game it's a bit unnerving for both sides.
Play the ball, go.
Well, I think if you wanted a good start, you'd certainly be on the Leeds Rhinos camp, wouldn't you? You get Manly to knock the ball on from the kick-off. They don't kick, they kick for touch and don't find it, and they're under enormous pressure defensively. They've now got an opportunity, though, to move up the field and at least transfer some of their defence into offence and ask Leeds a couple of questions.
And here they come, trying to bring that ball over the halfway line. Leeds working hard in defence to bring them down. And this is Kieran Foran. He pops it up to the second rower, Tony Williams. He was such a formidable sight, wasn't he, in the green and gold at Wembley against England in the Four Nations. Off the boot of Daly Cherry Evans, a bit deep. And Webb is underneath that. Foran, though, following up. Webb gets the ball away to Ben Jones-Bishop, gets away from the first tackler, can't get away from the second.
Did well to gain ground there. Bit of a dodgy offload there. Wonderful run by Ryan Hall. Leeds are playing the ball as quickly as they can. You can see there that David Williams trying to slow things down, but that's a good position where they've got them. Not the best kick, though, was it, by Daly Cherry Evans? A little bit too deep to allow the Manly side to get anywhere near it.
Jamie Jones-Buchanan again, almost through. Important tackle, though, down it was by Watmo. Quick play the ball, though. Burrow, scampering run to halfway for the Rhinos.
And that's a big difference between the last time that Leeds plays in the World Cup Challenge. Rob Burrow now playing more as a hooker behind the play of the balls and asked as often as possible to pick it up and run as fast as he can at the big players facing him in front of this Manly defence.
He's the key, that is for sure, and we saw at the end of last season the way that Rob Burrow really just took control of it. Will of the Wisp.
Well, he's such an important member of this Leeds Rhinos side. He man of the match in the grand final against Saints, and also in 2007 in the grand final he won the Harry Sunderland Award. And playing at hooker, he does offer something. This is Matai, who offers a lot to Manly. And Ballin was the dummy half there, working it across the face. It was an untidy pass, but it found its way to Jamie Lyon. And he's tackled there by Danny Maguire. Here they come again now in the shape of Watmo, driving it in at Carl Ablett. Three defenders bring him down on the last. 40 metres away from the Leeds line. Foran's dink over the top will turn Brent Webb around. And it's going to hang in the in-goal area, and a bit of work here for Ben Jones-Bishop to do. And I think they've forced him to ground the ball in goal. It's going to be a goal line dropout here. It was a real challenge on Ben Jones-Bishop, this, on his first appearance of 2012.
Not only that, the kick from Foran was absolutely superb. He had the backspin on it. It looked as though it was going to bounce through, but the backspin stopped it. And it was finished up with a good chase. Big night for this fella, Ben Jones-Bishop. They'll put him under a lot of pressure. They feel there's a little bit of a weakness with a high ball.
You know, that's absolutely brilliant work by Manly. Great drop out by Kevin Sinfield there, but brilliant work by Manly. When you consider what Leeds did the set before, they worked so quickly down the field, but then they kicked the ball dead and released the pressure. What Manly been able to do there is work their way down the field, terrific kick in between players, and a magnificent chase. That's what wins your ball games.
Jason King playing the ball, the longest serving member of this Manly squad. The debut 11 years ago for the then merged Northern Eagles. It didn't seem to last terribly long. This is King again. Gets the ball away somehow, smuggles it back. And they're asking for 6 to go, but the referee says no. Stewart plays it again to Ballin, and then down the line from Daly Cherry Evans, and he finds touch about 5 metres away from the corner flag in that far side of the ground.
No doubt in my mind, the coach, new coach, Jeff Tuvey, he said, look, the last two kicks, the previous kicks weren't all that brilliant. This is what they're capable of. Manly getting the offload there. Not really alert. It's a big night for this fella, Jeff Tuvey. He's got a great player in his time.
He was the Clive Churchill medal winner in Manly's 1996 grand final triumph against St George, and 6th on the club's all-time appearance record with 238, so he knows what is expected of this famous club.
And Leeds know that the defence is going to be solid. The one thing that Manly did last year, and it was probably the reason why they picked up the trophy, is that their defence, their ability to allow to make sure the opposition keep way down in their own half, they just starved them of possession and field position.
Peacock plays it to Burrow again, and Burrow will give it then to Jamie Jones-Buchanan down that left-hand side. 4 tackles gone, though. They're only just now going to cross the 40-metre line with Kylie Lulawai. And there was a man coming looking for him then. It was Brent Kite. Maguire, the kick will have to be good. He was taken a little bit late.
It's ignored by the touch judges, so they feel it's a-okay.
Balin was in late on the kicker.
Well, a touch late, but a-okay as far as the guys with the flags. He certainly puts himself about as Matt Bailey. Don't worry, he's a character.
106th consecutive appearance for Manly tonight, Matt Balin.
Oh, that's okay. Don't hold him. Don't milk it, Brett. Don't milk it. Don't you hold him.
Here's Matai. This is a dangerous customer, Steve Matai.
I think this is the dangerous side, Eddie, with Tony Williams and Steve Matai. Williams particularly, they can get him. They want to get ball this side now.
Oh, great hands. Oren, he got it away to Brett Stewart. And it was a grab, really, that brought Stewart to ground. Finished off 30 metres away. Balin again. Here's Foran off the outside of the boot. And Burrow is the smallest man on the field. It's knocked backwards. They're looking for Lyon here. And Lyon hacks the ball back forwards, and Ryan Hall does well eventually to pick it up and then gives it to Brent Webb. And Webb will run at them, gets it away then to Ben Jones-Bishop. He's got
adventurous, and they've been rewarded as well. Great positional work by the fullback Brent Webb. Knew that Ryan Hall was going to be in some sort of danger. Well, they're up for this at the Rhinos. You can sense it. They know it. And why shouldn't there be 21,000 packed into this ground? The atmosphere, absolutely wonderful.
Burrow. Here's Delaney. Slipped as he went into that challenge there from Glenn Stewart. Now it's Lulawai.
Not by tactics as well by Leeds, just to calm things down. They're being put under pressure.
Sinfield, high and off the boot, and that will catch the wind. Spiralling everywhere.
Great kick, good chase, pretty solid as well.
Manly allowing it to bounce, but they got away with it. Brett Stewart. Stewart, the fullback, a couple of tries when Manly beat Leeds in 2009 by 28 points to 20. Here we are in 2012, and 12 and a half minutes gone. We await the first points of the 2012 World Club Challenge.
Good refereeing as well by Ashley Klein is allowing them to get on with it. All right, there's a little bit of messing around at the play the ball area, but from what we've seen already, both sides quite eager to get it wide.
And here is Matai. Cut inside Burrow, but luckily for him, Sinfield was there to effect the tackle. Brett Stewart is the dummy half. Here is Foran, another great kick from Foran in between the winger, Hall, and Webb. This time, though, he doesn't find the in-goal area, and Webb escapes the net. And Webb with a great run and gives it then. Hall rather with a great run and gives it then to Webb.
Well, again,
to the ground by Williams.
Again, the combination of the winger and the fullback, Brent Webb. There's a Manly player down. It looks like David Williams. He's just trotting back in a position. Boy, they really are up for it, the Rhinos. Completely different attitude than what we saw last week against Wigan.
It's Peacock now. Finds Sinfield. Delaney. Didn't get the ball away. Watkins was looking for it, and Foran just delaying to play the ball fatally. Here is Sinfield. That's the last one.
Will it give it height? It's Maguire that'll give it.
That's clear.
Again, he was charged down by Balin, but this time got the kick away cleanly. Very well taken too by Williams, but a wonderful chase by Zach Hardaker.
Great to see the pressure that Leeds are applying.
And it's a relentless 14 minutes of pressure from both sides. One of these teams is going to crack it. The number of players now having to walk to catch the breath. It's reliant on one team here now to just keep pushing and find that first opening.
What a night this is for Zach Hardaker. I'm reminded that 12 months ago he was playing in the Northern Rail Cup for Featherstone Rovers. Here he is in February 2012 playing in a World Club Challenge for the champion team of the Stobart Super League. Foran gets away brilliantly from those would-be tacklers. Ooh, Peacock was a little bit late coming in there. Might have been pinged for a flop, but the referee says play on, and this is Jamie Lyon's kick down the line. Webb is there to pick it up. Webb trying to respond and repay that kick with interest, and he goes for the gap.
He's all over the place, isn't he, Webb? He's certainly up for this one, but he was looking for some... Oh, he fumbled there, did Burrow. Got away with it.
Well, that's an area of the game where Leeds have been fantastic so far. I know Ben Jones-Bishop got caught once in the in goal from a fantastic kick chase, but generally Leeds have been able to set up their sets of 6 by coming out somewhere between the 30 and 40 metre line and being able to play a little bit of pass game now and get themselves in a position to attack with a kick.
That's the 4th tackle. 2 more left this set of 6 as Burrow finds Sinfield. He then finds Jamie Jones-Buchanan.
Who held on to it a little bit too long there, did the skipper. Sinfield, he just drifted a bit forward. He was all right. Sinfield got the kick in again.
And he's looking for Ben Jones-Bishop wide with this kick, but he finds the ground instead and just about finds touch right in the corner.
And it's a good option to take. Manley, sliding defence, you could see there that the winger was way out of position. Okay, didn't get to it, but look where they put down the scrum. That's as good as getting 3 or 4 forwards just trundling down. And the way that they've been applying the pressure in defence, Manley a little bit nervous at the start of the game. They could come up with the error.
Wonderful kick from Sinfield, the most successful Leeds skipper of all time, Kevin Sinfield. This is the 15th major final that he has led this club into. And Brett Stewart trying to work this ball away, but again, wonderful defence from Leeds.
Hold it, guys, hold! Go. They're finally square.
Delaney in quickly.
It's good to see our Leeds defence as well. You can see that both Callum Watkins and Zach Hardaker, they're coming in out wide on the angle, and they're forcing Manley right down this central position. Good tactics.
Watmow dropped to the ground. Here they come again with Jason King. And Leeds are flying into the tackles, allowing them no time to think whatsoever, but Lyon almost away.
There's a couple of occasions that they've gone for Jamie Lyon, and we all know how strong he is with a handoff. That's a poor kick.
Yes, it's held up in the breeze as well. Let's get down to Bill.
Eddie, just a quick word about the conditions here, because they're not getting any better. A bit of rain in the air now, wind blowing down the field behind the Rhinos, and the pitch, it has to be said, heavy to start with, getting heavier still. It could prove a little bit draining for the perhaps undercooked Manley Sea Eagles.
And the Daly Cherry Evans here penalised because Ryan Hall wanted to get on with that, and he had another little pull at the right leg.
But it's smart work by Ryan Hall. He created that penalty. There was nothing that the official could do but penalise this fella. The Cherry Evans had a great season, his first full season, of course.
Yeah, he's Rookie of the Year 2011, and he's 23 years of age on Monday, so he's looking for an early birthday gift here tonight. But Peacock is through the first line, hauled down by Glenn Stewart, and also there was Brent Kite. Now it's Delaney. Leeds applying the pressure, and Delaney just short. Burrow will fire the pass, he'll find Sinfield. Sinfield then back to Webb. Webb attacking the line, gets it to Watkins! And Leeds get the first try through Callum Watkins. Well, he missed the defeated Wigan last Saturday. He got 3 tries here against Hulkinson Rovers in round 1. This is his 3rd World Club Challenge, would you believe? And he only officially comes of age next week when he turns 21. Callum Watkins with the first try of the World Club Challenge. Leeds are in front.
Beautiful play by Leeds. It was built up with quick play the balls. Remember, they got the penalty, put them in a position. Watch how Webb comes into the line and then just offloads at the right moment. Mystified the centres. This is the way they come onto a short pass, and it was nothing short of superb. You could see there, pushed him through. Steve Matai couldn't do anything about it. Neither could Kieran Foran. This is superb. The build-up fully deserved that. Well, the Manley fans are over here. They said, what's this Callum Watkins like? I don't have to tell them anymore.
Sinfield to add the extras, which he does. And the Super League champions lead the NRL champions 6-0.
And it's fully deserved, Eddie. They really have come out firing on all cylinders. Remember 2009, Sean? It was Manly that took them apart, but this is some of the best football we've seen from Leeds for quite some time.
But what I like there is the fact that Callum Watkins started on the outside shoulder of Steve Matai. He kept him crabbing across. Brent Webb created doubt between two defenders, and Callum Watkins cut at the very last minute. He just cut his line, and it was an excellent run and a terrific time pass by Brent Webb. You just got a feeling that try was coming. You just got a feeling that Manly were just starting to drop off a little bit. Maybe there's some fatigue coming in. They haven't really been able to apply, or there's an error from the Leeds Rhinos.
Well, they've got
Owen Bailey getting in each other's way, making an almighty porridge of it. It actually was untidy from the kickoff because Webb's pass inside hit the ground. They were lucky to hold on to it, and now they've surrendered possession.
And it's 20 minutes into the match before Manly have had the ball this close to Leeds line. That's a remarkable effort from Leeds to defend that well. But here's now the first real test of the defence on their own try line.
Now let's see how they go, because here is Daly Cherry Evans. Can't get a hand on him. Eventually they do with Delaney. And Ballin is in at dummy half. They're 13 metres away. The big prop forward, Kite will take it on and will drive it straight through Ryan Bailey, or at least he'll try to. Peacock there in reinforcements. Ballin again. Now it's Kieran Foran. Short ball. Oh, there's a man on the inside. This is big fella Williams. What a handful he is, Tony Williams.
It's a good job that Rob Barrow went down for the ankles. Don't go high on him, as it is said. Upper body strength, superb.
George Rose is on. He was a substitute in this match against Leeds in 2009. Foran, back it comes to Stewart, and Stewart trying to jink his way through. Leeds stand firm, that's 5 gone. There's 1 remaining. Matai finds Foran. Foran then gives it to Cherry Evans. High kick to the corner. Tester for Ryan Hall. Flick back. It's with Manly. It's lost, and Leeds have survived.
Oh, full credit there. Wonderful, wonderful defence. Scrambling through. David Williams with a good kick. You could see that Jamie Lyons got up first, whipped it back. That was the turnover.
That's a penalty. Legs above the horizontal.
You know, it should take something special to win this contest. You should have to do something outside of the ordinary, and I thought Leeds' defence on their own try line tested them with the likes of big Tony Williams running at them. The commitment again from the Rhinos sufficient to hold them out, and they're now given a penalty by an illegal and dangerous tackle.
Lost control of it. Anthony Watmo involved there, should have gone to ground, decided to lift him with his left arm.
Tell you what, Leeds are using this wind that they've got playing at their backs. I called it a breeze early on, they even call it the wind now, and Sinfield's getting some fantastic length on the kicks. Burrow trying to go between them. But Ballin and Watmo said not this time.
He felt that, did little Rob. Pretty strong tackle. They're coming out with some big hits in the Manly outfit, but again, Leeds. We talk so often, don't we, about possession and field position, but Leeds have controlled it in that department. The only problem is the scoreboard. They're only 6 points in front.
Bailey, though, will take it forward for the Rhinos. Here's the last tackle for them coming up. This set of 6, it's with Sinfield. He'll change the direction of the attack. Floats it high, looking for Ryan Hall out there. He's tackled in the air then, wasn't he? The defender.
Should have been a penalty there.
It is.
Yeah. And he knows it. But
Williams, wasn't it, who was soaring above everybody else? Yes, it is, the winger, David Williams.
As soon as he touches him, it should be a penalty. To be fair, Ashley Klein, the official, just had a little word with his touch judges. No doubt, is there?
Good to see Ashley back in this country. He stepped in, had a cup of tea with us before the match.
He's a fine referee, and I'm glad he's been given a nod on this one.
Well, foot in both camps, NRL, but of course he began his refereeing career in the Super League.
Yeah, we made him.
You made him?
I said we. The Royal. Oh, great stuff!
George Rose.
Well, his nickname.
That coming good. I think Bill said in the pre-match build-up, he's a bit of a throwback, is Georgie Rose.
Is he ever? They call him Gorgeous George. I'm not so sure after that one whether it'll be gorgeous anymore. Oh, great to see. He felt it as well. Oh, that's a big error.
They went backwards.
Surely that was a knock-on.
Come on, you were praising Ashley Klein a minute ago.
Wait here again, wait here.
On halfway, the Manly Sea Eagles in possession and not being able yet to penetrate the Leeds defence. That's Watmo's run. No, it went backwards, fair play.
All on there.
Sherry Evans' kick. Hall saw it coming. Ryan Hall will run it back with them.
Now this has surprised me, Jeff Tuvey. I know he's a new coach at Manly, but why on earth are they pinpointing Ryan Hall, who's been solid, he's safe, he's big, he's strong, and yet Ben Jones-Bishop has that much chance to play this season, and they've only put him under pressure once.
Quite possibly, Mike, because they think they'd rather tackle him at that end of the field when they dictate when he gets the ball, rather than allow him to be fresh at the other end of the field and show what he can do and the world-class abilities he's got. That could be one of the reasons why. And you're going to see him get possession again if they continue to move that ball this way.
But Phil, Manly need the ball, they haven't had it. It's as simple as that. They want the error from Leeds.
Up it goes off the boot of Maguire. Again, it takes a few metres forward. Well claimed by Stewart.
And the touch too long, and they would allow the Leeds any chance to apply the pressure.
Well, you know, Des Hasler's had to call for reinforcements, and this is one guy here, Darcy Lussick, with the ball. What to see off him, I think Leeds here are winning this battle in the middle of the field. If they can prevent players like Lussick that have just seen playing the ball, making a dent and talking through the defensive line, they've seen the best that they're going to throw in this first half.
Lyon is halted
Here's 10.
by Delaney. Darcy Lussick, he's Manly born, he's son of an ex-Sea Eagles prop, Jason Lussick. But they get the penalty because it was deemed to be a ball steal by the Leeds Rhinos. Griffin and Hardaker and Delaney all in there. Well,
there were fingertips, but I think it's a bit unlucky there. I think it was more the fact that Griffin got a hand in.
Yeah, I think sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt when you've had an offensive win and you see Anthony Watmo still going forward there and the ball comes out, there's three people around. I think the referees generally say, look, there's probably every chance there was a hand in there.
Marcus Square.
I would have been impressed with the way that Leeds' defence on their right-hand side, which they're attacking now, Manly. It's one-on-one as Watkins got it. Oh, he said there was a man onto him.
Two in the tackle, Webb and Watkins.
I'm just making the point, Eddie, is that Brian McDermott has got Kevin Singfield and also Rob Burrow out on this right-hand defence for Leeds, helping out Callum Watkins. It is a very good strategy.
Watmo drives it in on tackle number 1. 12 metres shy of the Leeds line. Another big test of this Rhinos defence coming up here as Lussick once again, the 22-year-old local boy, drives it in. Ballin and Cherry Evans, they go wide. Stewart further wide. We get the Stewart. Oh, intercepted by Ryan Hall. He's got the legs as Ryan Hall. They're chasing him, but not going to catch him. Hall all the way. 100-metre try. Leeds Rhinos. Well, don't attack down that left-hand side because that's what Ryan Hall can do to you. And he had the presence of mind, the speed of thought to hang on and then head up the other end for the try. And this fellow, as he proved at Wembley and throughout the Four Nations, now one of the best wingers in the world. And he was over the line in even time.
Super play. Jamie Lyon thought this was a try for all money. He created the overlap. The flip that has made him such a great player was read superbly by Ryan Hall. Jamie Lyon cannot believe it. He thought that he'd sucked in. Look, he's left in no man's land there. And Ryan Hall has gone straight through. And it was Williams, sorry, Stewart, I've got him wrong, it was Stewart, I thought it was Jamie Lyon, in my apologies, but boy, Manly thought that they had gone in for their first try, and I think they were just stunned. They could not believe that the big fella Ryan Hall could get there.
Sinfield adds the extras. Leeds Rhinos are 12-0 to the good.
Well, the replay might show it, but I've got a feeling that Brett Stewart could have shown the ball and probably gone himself. He had Ryan Hall stood there, actually in no man's land, and he's done him a favour by throwing the ball. Just watch here, Brett Stewart shows it, goes. No. decides to throw the pass, and Ryan Hall's put himself between the two players. Very fortuitous situation, because Ryan Hall took the odds to it, and he's come up a winner there.
Yeah, you're right, Sean, because as you say, the full-back, he honestly thought there should have been points going up on the scoreboard. There was, but it was the opposite way around. A great run, wasn't it? And boy, at 12-0, this is going to be an uphill struggle for the Manly side. And remember, I think the final 15 minutes of this game, Eddie, I think Manly might even struggle more because of the jet lag. Oh, there's something going on in there.
There was a flick, and I think the man who did the flicking was Lussick, and he shot away from the incident, and then it carried on the floor, and Bailey's legs went up in the air, and then there was a bit of argy-bargy on the deck, and Ballin is being called, and Lyon's being called.
Obviously, as soon as I thought, you need to move it right. Yeah. It was close to a dangerous tackle anyway, again. I think you should be very careful.
Sure, but how can they get off when they're going towards the ground, they're driving like that? Yeah. How can they stop?
No, you can't do it. No, not giving you time on the ground there, you just lay down. They've got to get up. There's no way.
Ashley Klein. Interesting about him as we watch this incident again. It's a definite penalty to Leeds, but in July 2006, Jamie Lyon, the last time he played on this ground, he was sent off for a tackle on Rob Burrow, but the Saints went on to win.
And they have not found touch from the penalty.
Hold square.
Well, what a let-off for Darcy Lussick. There was little doubt on the replay that the substitute Lussick lifted him.
Go. Cut it out, Carl.
Well, it was a missed penalty from Manly early in the game. Now we see it from Leeds.
First weak kick from Leeds.
Yeah.
Wonder why. I mean, it might be an optical illusion. Over here, hang on. Here comes Stewart again. Maguire gets to him. Tackle not completed. Now it is. Might be an optical illusion. They came this way. They should have maybe gone the other way. Anyway, it's academic now, because here's Lussick once again. Griffin and Ablett getting to him. Last tackle here for Manly. Ballin and Foran stabs it through. And Brent Webb says we're not going to take any chances whatsoever. We'll have the goal line drop out. We get length on it with the wind at our backs.
Is there anything in that ruck?
Better kick as well. And good play by Brent Webb. He's been outstanding so far tonight. His positional play, superb. The big problem with Manly and the new coach Jeff Tuvey is the fact that the Manly side just cannot camp down and apply the pressure to the Rhinos.
No, they've been a bit sloppy, Steve-O, when they've had the ball. They're trying real hard to get down there, but they're finding ways to create errors, and they're also piggybacking the Leeds Rhinos out. Every time they get them under some pressure, all of a sudden it's a penalty, and Leeds are playing the next play on about the halfway line. So it's difficult. It's been difficult for the first 33 minutes or so of this game for Manly to actually camp inside Leeds territory, but they've got an opportunity now to do something with the ball.
Watmoe will take it forward again for Manly. That's the second tackle. The ball's come out, and the referee will give a penalty for the strip. That ball went the other way, though, although he's obviously had a call from the touch judge on this near side. And they've taken it quickly. Here's Lussick again. Now this is a test. This is a test of the Leeds defence coming up here.
That's okay.
Well, this is where the likes of Cherry Evans got to put himself about. They're going the other side of Foran.
Oh, brilliant pass from Foran to Brett Stewart. And Stewart will touch down behind the posts for Manly.
And it was exactly the way they scored their first try in the grand final last year. It's hard to defend against it, though, even though you know it may be coming, because they execute it so well. The timing of that inside run was perfect, and Jeff Tuvey now maybe just sending on one or two messages here to tweak what's been happening.
Well, the ball steal allowed Manly into a pretty good position in the first real attack that they've thrown at them. Apart from the attempt when Ryan went the length of the field with the intercept.
I want a ball steal.
Yeah, Ablett definitely got the fingertips of that. This is a superb back on the inside. They really should have got there a little bit quicker. Yeah, it was telegraphed, and there was no one in to fill in, and they should have.
Well, he's quite a try scorer, Brett Stewart, full-back, 15 tries last year, Manly's top try scorer. He's now got 114 tries. This is his 139th appearance. Not a bad record, that. And Jamie Lyon, ex-St Helens, the 2005 Man of Steel. He's about to make it 12-6, and he does. Leeds Rhinos 12, Manly 6. They won't be going away, Manly.
And if you talk technically, Eddie, you'll find that Ryan Bailey got caught at marker there, and the A defender gets dragged right out by Kieran Ford, and he gets on his outside shoulder, and he has options on his outside, but it's the inside play that opens right up because Ryan Bailey couldn't shut that gate. A well-executed play, Manly, that's a bread and butter play for them, but they haven't spent enough time in there to be able to execute those plays.
It surprised me, Sean, that they actually pushed Bailey into that position. They really needed someone who was perhaps a little bit quicker, and they paid the price.
Well, when you consider they haven't spent enough time on defending their line, a lot of time, you think there's no really not much fatigue factor, Steve-O, so you would think that Ryan Bailey could have been a little bit more urgent. There might be a little bit of blame attached to his urgency on that play.
Champions of Northern and Southern Hemisphere colliding here tonight, and of course the race to be the champions of the Super League continues this weekend. Of course, Manly and the rest in the NRL have a few weeks to wait yet.
Okay, good work, mate. It's okay. Four, Mill, play George. Go. Five and last, 7 stand. Don't go back on, Kev. Give 10 here.
Foran, that ball bounced off the back of the Leeds player. Let's play on. This is Zach Hardaker.
He needs a quick play of the ball, and you can see there that Cherry Evans deliberately held him up. He didn't want to go down quickly. He knew he wanted to get his side back in defence. Oh, that's a big hit, and he's lost it. Surely that's...
No, not threw the ball back, and McShane, it bounced off his ankle. He did well to pick it up, Paul McShane. There he is again at dummy half. Here is Bailey once more. It's getting a bit critical, isn't it?
Certainly is. About time as well.
He did lose it, you're right.
Yeah, I thought he lost control. Either way.
This is Jamie Jones Buchanan.
10, make it quick, nasty, all right? No mucking around.
Maguire steps inside, gets the pass away to Burrow. Now then Burrow running laterally, showing it to Ablett, giving it in the end to Watkins. Matai's there, he gives it though back to Burrow. Burrow then to Webb. Webb gets away from Rose, can't get away from the next man in.
Beautiful play, but you know that Brian McDermott has done something really smart. He's brought up...
Lovely kick. Hall's claimed it! And Hall will score his second! What a crossfield kick! Wally the Rhino is doing cartwheels. The crossfield kick was measured to perfection by Sinfield. And Ryan Hall climbed above the ball, plucked the ball out of the air, and Ryan Hall has made it 2 tries for him. And the immediate response from the Rhinos after that try from Brett Stewart for Manly.
Well, it's all going right for them, and then this guy is having a ball. Talk about enjoying the night. There's the charge down there, or did he just turn it around? Either way, just dropped for Hardaker. And you can see there, Cherry Evans did everything the right thing, but Sinfield says get into the corner. Remember, the winger David Williams had a nervous start. That's good coaching. Pepper him with more and more, put him under pressure. It wasn't the best effort. He didn't mind. Ryan Hall says, I'll take try number 2. The point I was trying to make before, Eddie, is that he's brought Paul McShane on, but he's left Rob Burrow out there. Burrow did the damage early in the game, running from dummy half. Now they're utilising as another halfback standoff. He's going out into the centres, they're coming back. Great work.
Sinfield to try and have the extras. He's just pulled it this time, the wrong side of the post. But 16-6 to Leeds.
You just play the options, don't you, Shane? Sure, sorry. You just play the options in as much as right from the start. David Williams, nervous, so what do? They pinpoint the man that will be just thinking about it right from the start. If you're all nervous, give him as much work to do, and it's come off yet again.
Yeah, I think when a player's making his return to the field, and particularly after such a serious neck injury, then obviously he's going to be a bit nervous. He hasn't played any pre-season at all. He's probably trained, and this is his first opportunity. So, and when you've got a player like Ryan Hall, who, let's be honest, is one of the best wingers in the world, you know, he's come up with a fantastic first half so far. He's been outstanding.
He has, and there has never been a hat-trick in any of these World Club challenges. Ryan Hall, after the opening 39 minutes here, is on the verge of a little bit of history.
Well, I think that the Four Nations, Eddie, last year has brought out the best of Brian Hall, where he's so confident now. He's up there with the world's best, as we've already mentioned, but isn't it great when you can do it? And he's scored some sensational tries in that Four Nations, and he's got to have lifted it, and that's a great kick.
It is a great kick from McShane, just eats the clock up, and it will take Leeds and Manly back to the 10-metre line in Manly territory. Measured again. The kicking game has been good, Phil, from Leeds tonight so far, from all over the place. Sinfield in particular, but not bad when the others have had to put boot to ball, eh?
They're fortunate they've got a good mix of players, haven't they? Paul Muncher, being left-footed, Eddie, suits him, doesn't it, to step out and kick it down the left wing as Leeds are attacking, and you'd imagine he finish the half with a 10-point lead.
Well, you think so? Nobody seems in any great rush.
Let's go, boys.
Matt Parrish is seated alongside Jeff Tuvey there. You might have seen the former Salford coach. Only lasted 6 games. Ryan McDermott's on his way to the dressing room. Ryan Hall has written the first half headlines here with 2 tries. One, a 100-metre dash. The other, a wonderful leap to claim a crossfield kick from Kevin Sinfield. Before that, Callum Watkins had given the Rhinos a 20-minute lead. Brett Stewart had to reduce the deficit on the half hour, but as we turn round, the Super League flag is flying high, 16-6. So the Manly Sea Eagles with the wind this time at their backs, a low, deep kickoff, good kickoff too, but fielded well by Kylie Luluai, drives it forward to the 10-metre line and beyond, met by Danny Lussick, and Lussick is just at the moment,
He's not well.
not clever.
No. He went in for the big hit, and I'm afraid he's come off second best.
Having treatment in McPlay, looks like he might not be taking much part in this match for a moment or two, being called off the field. It's a big collision with Luluai.
Certainly is, and this guy's the man.
Burrow was nearly through.
He created all sorts of problems. He's got to give a penalty there.
And in Super League, we might actually be calling for Tony Williams to be sent into a professional foul.
Well, a classic contest here between little and large, isn't it? Tony Williams having to do everything he can to cling on to Rob Burrow. There'll be times when Williams runs at Burrow and it's a mismatch that way, but his speed and evasive ability have almost taken him through the Marley defence and earned the first penalty there for his side.
Well, to be fair, the ball carrying arm did not hit the deck, and that's what he was trying to say to the official, but Ashley Klein wouldn't have it in. It's so important now. With a 10-point lead, the Rhinos know that they've got to just weather the storm, try to keep down as they did in that first half. They controlled field position. The kicking game was very good in the first 40.
Credit Lussick there, because when Luluai came forward again, it was Lussick who was in first to get to him. So although they were looking at one stage of calling him off the field and having treatment off the pitch, Lussick is still out there. So too is Burrow and Maguire and Jamie Jones-Buchanan. Jamie Lyon hanging on to it. Want to make a quick play of the ball, it's Burrow. Burrow will scamper at the line, gives it to Griffith. Here's Luluai! And Manly just hold him up. Last tackle here though for Leeds. McShane. Sinfield stabs the kick in. That's easy for Stewart.
That was a high
There's
shot
a high shot and a penalty here.
Just got a little bit above himself, Brent Webb, but what a great effort by Brett Stewart. Not only did he come up with a tackle when it looked like Luluai was going to get pretty close, but he got himself into a good position. No doubt about it, Mr. Webb.
It's a collision and then a grab at the neck, isn't it? That's why the penalty's been given. Now, half-time news, Bill.
Eddie, Manly know how crucial the opening minutes of this second half are as far as their challenge for the World Club Challenge goes, because if they allow Leeds to get any further ahead, then I think it really is going to tell on them. This is a group of players who really haven't had any warm-up. They played a game against Cronulla Sharks, but the senior players in the side only played about 25 minutes of that match. So as this game goes on, the worry in the Manly camp is that they are going to be found out in terms of fitness and preparation for this game. The rain is still coming down. Manly have the wind at their backs now, but the pitch is very heavy indeed. For Brian McDermott and the Leeds camp, really satisfied, but they just want to make sure that they keep their foot on the Seagulls' throats, if you can do such a thing.
There is Brian McDermott just watching anxiously here because 3 tackles gone, and this raid from Manly. Lussick again will take it forward, and the rain is absolutely teeming down now, and as Bill rightly said, the wind is at the backs of the Manly, and Ablett has been penalised here for not clearing the ruck and allowing to play the ball to get on with.
Well, I just tapped the ball. 2 points is no good for them. They know they've got to get back into this game, and Jamie Jones-Buchanan has gone down. I don't know whether that's a ploy or whether he actually has picked up an injury. It appears that way.
He had a knee injury, didn't he, in the build-up to the Wigan game last week, and only played at the 11th hour. Clear penalty. Lussick not being allowed to get back up to his feet.
Well, Ablett screaming at the officials, saying, well, it was all over me, I couldn't move. And then all of a sudden, Jamie Jones-Buchanan, there's the rain that's going to be to the advantage. You can see the wind is blowing right into the Rhinos' face.
Hardly what you'd expect in the northern beaches in February.
Yeah, you're probably right, Eddie.
There's Peter Peters, he's enjoying it despite the fact that Manly are just behind on the scoreboard. Just looking impressed that we found him in the crowd, but there he is.
Well, it's a better rare you find him singing. Not got the best voice, that's for sure. Leeds have got to be very, very careful here, because I just got the impression before half-time that Kieran Foran, the standoff for Manly, was slowly but surely getting himself involved in the game, and he's got to be the man.
Let's get down to Bill, because Jamie Jones-Buchanan coming off, Bill.
Yeah, Jamie Jones-Buchanan coming off, but also Darcy Lussick, who carried on after he got that bang a few moments ago, but Jason King has gone back onto his place, so both sides having to make a change.
In the early minutes of this second half, this is Watmo underneath all that. That's Ballin, the dummy half, gives it to Cherry Evans. Here is Stewart now. So close, and Leeds with a big task on here to keep Manly away from the line if they can. Ballin again and takes the return, then fires the pass to Foran. Foran then to Brett Stewart, and Stewart for the line once more. Score of the try in the first half, held up by Callum Watkins. Ballin once more, Foran pops it up. It's the big man Jason King. That's the 4th tackle gone.
Foran wants it out wide, but they've gone on the blind inside pass.
And that's Big Williams. Big Tony Williams, the keeper out. He'll play the ball on the last here. Early Cherry Evans with the crossfield kick, not played at, says the referee. That's the last tackle, and look where Leeds turned that ball over, or rather Manly turned that ball over.
Well, big games are won by big efforts, and Darryl Griffin made one then to put pressure on the kicker, Eddie. It's such an important part of the game here. A penalty to be awarded to Leeds, I think. But Darryl Griffin has helped to save his side having to defend on this try line. And now with this kick, it should be up and over the halfway line. Big games can turn on little incidents such as that. And here's the, is it high tackle on Ryan Hall?
Yeah, it's Jamie Lyon just lost control there. I get the impression that the Sea Eagles are just becoming a little bit frustrated. Remember, the only real pressure that they applied for a period of time produced their only try. Good work by Foran that created the try for Stewart, but I must say, really have not enjoyed any field position, and that's hurting them. Leeds, meanwhile, going through the business and doing it exceptionally well.
Maguire attacking the line, then firing the pass to Webb. The ball went backwards. He's lucky to get away with that. Managed to hang on. Burrow going down the short side with Maguire. He then gives it to Watkins. They deal with the threat on this occasion. Tony Williams again. Sinfield now. Griffin, Webb. And the runner is McShane. And wide they come and forward to Ryan Hall. Ryan Hall hasn't heard the whistle, neither is the south stand. Now they realise what's gone on. McShane's pass drifting forward.
Yeah, interesting to see how they're utilising the hooker way out on this left-hand side. it all that bad?
Let's go, boys. Second nose, rocks mine.
Not as far as I'm concerned. McShane was in front of the ball when he got there.
Nice and tight. Zach,
The hands were tilted slightly forward in the pass.
Yeah, but it's not where you end up, is it? The ball has to be passed backwards out of the hands. It doesn't matter where the guy passing it runs to.
Defence has been the key for the Rhinos tonight. They really have muscled up. We said they had to as well. They know they were disappointed with their display last week.
They're really getting stuck in though, aren't they? They're very quickly off the defensive line, the Rhinos.
They've never allowed Manly to settle down into controlling it.
There's George Rose, gorgeous George. He goes down just inside his own half of the field. Ballin, and it's the big fellow, Kite, who gets a King rather, who gets the ball away. Foran now drags them another 10, 15 metres into the Leeds territory. Here is Daly Cherry Evans.
Better build-up from them, not the best pass. Jamie Lyon under a lot of pressure.
Did brilliantly well there to get it away to Daly Cherry Evans. It's the last tackle coming up now for Manly.
Well, will they kick on this occasion now over onto the left-hand side? Remember, they were peppering Ryan Hall.
Yeah, they're going that way this time.
Still last.
And Rob Burrow getting to it, and a little ball out the back door is read perfectly by Sinfield. And Leeds have got the ball back.
Well, they had to apply the pressure, they had to offload, they knew it was a turnover.
But at least that's the first set I've seen for a while with Manly, when they've actually taken people forward. It's not just the ball carrier, there's other people running into holes and running into spaces and creating just a little bit of nervousness for the Leeds Rhinos defenders. I don't think they've done that enough, but I would expect that Jeff Tuvey has mentioned that at half-time and said to his players, you've got to push forward and you've got to look to promote the ball.
Ready, guys, wait, Tony.
Looking to his feet, will play it here to Burrow. Maguire, short ball then, and Hardacre was nearly through the gap. It's the last tackle now coming up for Leeds. Burrow, here's Sinfield, kick over the top of Brett Stewart. Brett Kiltu stands up.
Brilliant, and look at the line of defence. You talk about the kick and chase having to be near perfect. Well, you've just seen it.
Tell you what, Leeds are spotting Rob Burrow with their runs out of defence whenever they possibly can, but the little man is standing up to the challenge.
Remember years ago they said, oh yeah, he's good with the ball in hand, but he can't defend. Not anymore. It's solid.
9 minutes of the second half gone, as we were at half-time. 16-6. Lyon, though, looking to do something about that for Manly. Trying to brush Maguire off.
You see there, Eddie, though, Leeds committed 3 men to that tackle. It does mean at times there are other gaps in the defensive line.
Foran gets the ball wide. This is Oldfield.
He's the man, Eddie, that Manly have got to look for as a go play. Even Foran, if you give him room, is just taking control now. Is it going to be a good kick? It is.
It's not bad, but Ryan Hall thought about letting it go. There's going to be a goal line drop out here coming up. He just took the gamble then, Ryan Hall. It didn't quite come off for him because this heavy pitch just made the ball stand up in the in-goal area.
He's a
and
talent.
credit the kick as well.
Yeah, he's a talent, is Kieran Foran, because he has this ability to be able to get sort of a backspin on it. The chase was pretty good as well, led by the skipper. He's had a fine game though, hasn't he? Absolutely outstanding. But they've got to work hard, and Manly know that they've got to get some teams. But I've been a little bit disappointed with the back three for the Manly pack. Watmo, Williams and Stewart, they're quality players, but they've not got much ground out of them.
David Williams, the Wolfman,
Go.
back in the Manly side. That was Stewart, the full-back. Here is Jason King again. Trying to get themselves back in this match, Manly. Only 10 points adrift, though. Trying a goal here, and it'll be all on. This is Watmo.
Much better from the second row, taking on the defence.
Ballin, runners all round him. Ballin takes it himself. Here is Tony Williams. Straight over the top of one, but good work in defence by Leeds. Quick play the ball. Here's Daly Cherry Evans. He scores the try.
He's got it down all right. That's a TRY, and he'll give it. Ashley Klein was in a good position.
Well, he was in the Kangaroos Four Nations squad, remember, last year. He got a try as a substitute against the Welsh in Wrexham. Daly Cherry Evans, the 2011 Rookie of the Year, is being obviously getting some instruction from his coach. And the young man who's 23 on Monday battering his way over the line for a priceless Manly try. The NRL Premiers are back in this.
Certainly are. You can put a lot of praise on the fact we mentioned that the back three really hadn't clicked tonight, but they did on that occasion. That's the reason. Watmo and Williams got him in a situation that was well taken, wasn't it? Under a lot of pressure, through the dummy, and he had the wherewithal to get it down. Nothing that Brent Webb could do about that. Haven't seen much of him throughout this game, but he's come up with trumps when they needed them.
A classic example of turning pressure into points, didn't they? They got the goal line drop out because of the effort they made with the defence, and then when they got to that part of the field, they had guys with the ability and vision to convert that field position into some vital scoring points, and they want to make a more significant score difference here now. If this kick can go over, a difficult one in these conditions.
Yes, it is. He does have this wind at his back, though. But Jamie Lyon just measuring this up. 16-10, this was 16-12. And 16-12 it is. They're back in this. Alarm bells ringing for Leeds. Daly, Cherry Evans with the try.
Phil got it spot on in regards that you apply that pressure and you come up with a reward. They did that. They only had a couple of occasions in the first stanza, and that's really the only first time they've done that in the second half.
Yeah, and isn't it great to see a halfback taking the line on? It's wonderful to see a small player being able to go to the line, and he had to do a lot of work to get that ball down to Daly Cherry Evans, but it was on the back of quick play the balls and on the back of ball movement. Phil Clark, Burts and all on Wednesday night spoke about number of passes in games. I suspect that Manly have thrown a lot more passes in the first 14 minutes of this half than perhaps they did in the first 40 minutes, because there's been a lot more movement and a lot more, well, there's been more enthusiasm from the team. Maybe they have got the wind at the back, maybe they can feel it, I don't know.
16-12, the contest is well and truly on. Here is Morrow. They lost that ball, and the referee said it was touched by a Leeds hand. It's 6 to go. Here again comes Jason King. Gets Manly over halfway.
This is the big hit. And, it was dragged out, actually. Was it two on there? Either way, they've got the possession, but you can see the difference now. Boy, the first time I've mentioned that they haven't really stood up and be counted, the back three. They really are getting involved now. They had to.
Try scorer, Cherry Evans. Pops it up to Watmo, goes away from Wallace, touched again. It's going to be another zero tackle. There's a knock-on. Well, that is Mena from...
That's a really significant point in this game, because Manly had a wealth of possession on a fourth tackle penalty they received, a goal line dropout, a strip that was wiped back to one. All of the possession had been with the Manly side, the momentum of the match going in their favour, and this could be a game changer. In fact, Leeds need to make this a game changer, Eddie.
Matt, arms around both front rollers. Anthony, Tony. Kev, blind around Carl. Kevin, arms around Carl. Wait, let me get out of the way. Go. Out. It's okay. One. Move. Hold, guys, hold. Go. Two. Move now.
Sorry, I'm just going to take back my last comments. I thought it was a knock-on by the Manly side. I've totally misread that.
That's 3 tackles gone, this set of 6. Ballin is the dummy half. They're 20 metres away. Here's King again. He finds Foran. Foran, a little drop of the shoulder. Very good job that there was a tackler in there. And his name was Brett Delaney. Watmo. Good movement. Daly Cherry Evans again. Gets it wide. Here's Jamie Lyon stabbing the kick in. Oh, that Hill, we could be offside there. He's offside, is Danny Maguire.
Ryan Hall couldn't get to it, couldn't drag it in, pushed it forward, and Maguire, you can't call a board meeting to do something. Not the best kick from Jamie Lyon, but it turned out okay. Hall onto Maguire and more pressure.
Okay, guys, let's wait. Wait here.
Well, we hardly saw any combination between Foran and Cherry Evans in that first 40 minutes, but I tell you what, they're building in confidence, and the forwards now are laying the platform.
This is a vital period of the match for the Leeds Rhinos. because they've got a lot of defending to do here. Ballin gets the ball away. Here is Morrow. And Morrow is grounded a couple of metres short underneath the sticks by Delaney. Here's Cherry Evans again, pops it up, it's Stewart once more. That's Glenn Stewart, man of the match in the grand final against the New Zealand Warriors last year. Ballin again, fires the pass. It's Foran, it's Kieran Foran, slipped the pass. Brilliant defence from the number 15, Brett Delaney. Watmo. Oh, interference at the ruck, hands in. Ashley Klein, right on the spot there, would not be fooled. He might have a word here.
Well, it was Delaney, it was all over, and you can see there he never made any attempt to clear the ruck. He's supposed to do that.
Insinuating various things, okay? So I just suggest you calm him down and make sure he doesn't say anything along those lines again. Yeah, but they're all clear penalties.
Thought that he was over, the ball down, but he'd already blown, and Ashley Klein, the official.
The
Carrots mounting against Leeds.
They're under the cosh, Eddie.
They are, and I think they're on the last warning as well anymore, and Ashley Klein might take a yellow card out of his pocket. Well, here's Morrow again. They've got a big job to do here in the next couple of minutes, the Rhinos' defence.
They've got to watch for the inside pass.
That's good work from Ablett. Good work from Ablett and Webb. That's two gone. Watmo dummy half. Cherry Evans. Stewart was skipping, wanting that. Lyon will take on Maguire. Over they come. The reinforcements. They pull Jamie Lyon down. Not the best pass from David Williams. That's four gone. Leeds will take such encouragement from this if they repel this raid. And they've got work to do because it's Cherry Evans again. This is the last tackle coming up for the Rhinos. The crowd are getting behind them. It's with Foran, it's a crossfield kick, dangerous, a push in the back. There's a push in the back of the Leeds player there.
He's got to go upstairs with this. Ian Smith is the video referee tonight. I'm with you, Eddie.
Check to make sure no man
was
player
pushed
has
out.
pushed the Leeds player out of the way. Check the challenge and through the ground.
Ian Smith's the video referee.
You know, and this referee's pretty good, Eddie. That was one of the things that he's already asked him. I think his eyes are as good as yours.
I think they're better than mine, but there's definitely a push.
And obviously onside, offside.
The kick was quite superb. They're all onside, so that's okay. Yeah, definite push there.
Is it Brett Stewart to Callum Watkins?
Oh, Matai thinks he scored.
Brett Stewart, the full-back, definitely pushes him out. It's Kevin Sinfield, the man, but to me, the full-back, Brett Stewart, has pushed. Here it is. Or is it?
Well, this is the crucial moment of this match so far. Watkins is the man who's pushed.
Yeah, that's about. I thought it was Sinfield, but it wasn't. You're right, Eddie. It is Callum Watkins that does get pushed away, and this will be turned down. And listen to the crowd here. They're convinced. Steve Matai thinks he's scored, but it's going up N-O-T-R-Y. That is for sure.
They survived, Leeds, but only just. They've survived. Watkins pushed, obviously, in the back.
How much, though, has the last 10 or 15 minutes worth of defensive effort that Leeds have had to make and it taken out of them?
What a kick! Against the wind. That is one of the highlights of tonight's game.
72% of the second half possession, almost 3/4 of it with the Manly side. I believe he's got anything left. They have to respect possession and use it very sensibly now.
Well, they could easily have been 18-16 down. As it is, they're 16-12 up. But Manly have upped the ante considerably in the second half. And Jeff Toovey, I don't think is convinced that there was a push there. And Ashley Klein has just penalised Leeds.
Well, Brent Webb got up, played the ball, and then took the marker defender out of action, stood forward and just pushed Jamie Lyon over, which, again, the referee spots.
And it was a shocking play of the ball as well. He just stepped over it.
At a time where the kick from Sinfield brought them nearly to the halfway line against the wind. They're just starting to lose the plot, I'm afraid, of the Rhinos, and this is just manna from heaven for the visitors.
Morrow again for Manly. coming up to the hour mark.
Hold here, guys.
And Australia, England, Australia, Great Britain. Here's another penalty. I think someone might be in a spot of bother here if it goes on much longer.
Well, he's warned them enough.
The penalty count has gone up and up and up in the second half.
We've had a few things
See, they
there.
make no attempt to get away, and
Jamie Peacock,
Morrow wanted to get
on the knee, okay? We're at a point now, as you said before, we've had a number of penalties. Okay, so you've got to sort it out, I'm going to sort it out. And you're not going to like how I sort it out.
Four of the last 5 penalties.
I mean, it is though.
There's all sorts of things going on in the rook.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, but they're just blatant stuff. That just hands by the face and then obviously the knee. It's just silly.
Video referee.
So let's cut all that silly stuff out. No, it's not
They're on
at
the
all.
warning now, that's for sure. So, King will take it forward. I think he led then with the elbow, which upset Leeds.
And that should be a penalty to Leeds.
And he blew the whistle very quickly. This is trying to get away from the control of Ashley Klein, and he's one of the best in the business.
Get the boys over there. Manly over there.
It was very, very quick.
Over there. Get your boys this way. Really? Over there.
Certainly led with the elbow.
Fuck me.
And that has to be a penalty. Jason King.
Jason!
He'll be called out, and so will the
And an outlet had a dig.
Well, that was silly retaliating, wasn't it?
Well, the crowd in the south stand are chanting off. I don't know what it's for.
I'm just spoke to them obviously about all that rubbish in the ruck area. They will cut this one first for penalty, okay? Be very careful, okay? I just be very, very careful what you do, okay?
If all things are equal, I think they both have to go for a bit of a rest. But he's an experienced official. No doubt of mind. There you see Jason King, left elbow, straight into the chin of Jamie Peacock. And now again, remember, Leeds on the last occasion, they gave up the possession. They can't afford to do that. They've got to stop the momentum that the Manly side have got. The crowd are getting behind the official. They're trying to get it's a penalty. But this is where common sense has to come through. This is where the likes of Danny Maguire and Kevin Sinfield just calm it down. The youngsters away.
Watches! Great ball! I'm going to say great ball. It nearly was.
Why did they have to take a gamble?
Well, because he's going over the sideline, I think, like Brett Stewart's tackle as a defence. We've seen him score a try early on. Look at that. He's going out of play, had to throw the ball to give it a line, but Kieran Foran's effort. Great work rate to get back and intercept that pass.
Well, it's boiling, isn't it now?
Certainly is.
Challenge. It's on the boil. Here's Stewart. Not the best pass. It finds Williams in the end. Maguire found him.
The team who keeps their composure will win this tonight.
Great tackle by Lulawan Valley.
One of the best of the night.
Early Cherry Evans just hooks the ball downfield. Ben Jones Bishop will bring it back.
One. Tony moves. Hold here, guys. Here's 10. Go.
Well, I'm just about to praise Kevin Sinfield. He's got back. Got into dummy half just to calm things down slightly, and then he threw out a shot.
Hey! Stand now!
Look at this. Got to be nerves. Got to be.
Or a slippy ball because the rain really is teeming here. Here's Sinfield away from one.
Or maybe, Eddie, people like me were too critical of Manly in the first half. With these conditions, we were critical of the fact that Manly couldn't spend any time in Leeds' half. Leeds haven't been able to do it in this half. The first 24 minutes or 23 minutes so far, it's all been played down in Leeds' half here, and Leeds have had very few attacking opportunities. So maybe we've misread these conditions. Maybe they're a lot worse out there than what we first thought.
Maybe so. Here's Oldfield for Manly. They're almost up to halfway. They're now over halfway with Watmo.
He's leading the way as well. Experienced second row Watmo. Knows what's needed. They've got to get into good field position, and they're doing that.
Right, he'll drag it forward. He'll play the ball, Ballin. He finds Foran. Challenge low down by Webb. Finished off by Sinfield. Last tackle here for Manly. It's with Daly Cherry Evans stabbing the kick in between the defenders. Lyon is after this!
One there.
Well, Zach Hardacre, he was looking for someone to get to. They finally got there in the end, but the centre, the young centre, was looking to see where anyone is coming. He's saying anybody wanted, he really should have committed himself. Leeds were very fortunate to get away with that.
Just to emphasise the point that Sean was making about field position, another penalty with League One goes to Leeds. Manly have had 10 times as many plays inside the Leeds 20 than Leeds have had in this second half, and that's such a dominance, and I think there has to be a turn in this flow really, because Leeds I don't think can hang on the remaining 15 minutes plus here if they continue to have to defend and play at the right end of the field as you look.
And I think there's some news of Jamie Jones-Buchanan's injury, Bill.
Yeah, it's not good for the Leeds Rhinos. Jamie Jones-Buchanan will not be coming back. It's a knee injury, recurrence of a knee injury that's ruled him out for the rest of this game, and he has been outstanding for them so far, had been until that injury. Darcy Lussick, though, is back out there for Manly. He picked up a bang in the ribs, that's why he came off earlier on. He's back out there and making an impact. He's a fiery character. I think he was sent off his last appearance for Manly. He's heading for the same direction this evening.
He's a man that can change it, Eddie. The skipper, Kevin Sinfield. He's barking out the orders there. He'll play just catch up in, get into a good position, kick and chase, try to force the issue.
Delaney to his feet, plays it to Burrow. A scampering run from Burrow, away from one. Dan sends him short. Oh! And Clarkson's pass hits the deck behind Brent Webb.
And they don't need to do that. They are not in a position of catch-up rugby league football. Okay, it's only 4 points, but they are vital 4 points. Oh.
A collision there, and Sinfield took a nasty bang. Matai spotted that's running towards him. They've got him out of the way. Sinfield's not well at the moment.
And you could see there that Clarkson hit the ground in frustration. He knew he should have hung on to that football. He should have just played it right.
Looks okay now, Kevin Sinfield. Daly Cherry Evans, Stewart. Peacock with a lunge, missed him. Hadlock didn't. Still inside their own half, 4 tackles gone. Watmo takes it forward, gets the ball away. Cherry Evans again, dummy. Didn't fool Kylie Lulawai, and they rounded on halfway.
The difference this half is that Manly are getting into the opposition half. They failed to do that on a regular occasion in the first half.
Ben Jones-Bishop will field Kieran Foran's kick.
Good position, great play, vital yards forward. Nearly should have got a penalty. Was thinking about it was Ashley Klein.
That's one of Leeds' great strengths, isn't it? Ryan Hall, Ben Jones-Bishop, and there's a knock on there from Jamie Peacock.
It is, of all people.
I was just going to say Brent Webb as well. They return the ball so well for the Leeds Rhinos. They get him in excellent position to launch an attack. But in this situation, they're not.
They have to defend here. This is Bura. Here's the mistake from Jamie Peacock, a rare mistake.
Yeah, he just took his eyes off the ball at the vital moment. But
Foran, they're playing well now here. Stewart again.
That's a high shot.
A high shot underneath the sticks.
Well, he's got to do something about it. He's warned them twice. He virtually warned them for messing around at the play the ball area, but I'm afraid this is high by Brent Webb.
Can you get out of the way?
Second occasion in this half where we've seen him go for the quick tap.
Bura, the substitute, to within 9 metres of the Leeds line. Here's another crucial set of 6. It's Stewart, it's Lyon. Jamie Lyon nearly lost it, held on. Leeds held on to him as well. 2 metres short. Ballin, Bura. Down he goes on the 3rd tackle, but they're not making too much progress forward, Manly, but they're whirring Leeds out here. Tony Williams. Barry Wallop. Oh, he almost stretched the arm out, nearly slipped the pass as well. Ballin. And the substitute, it's Lussick. Just short.
He was lunging through it, was the man Lussick.
Last tackle here. Daly Cherry Evans, it bounced off Peacock. Peacock drops on it gratefully, and Leeds survive.
Boy, sigh of relief there by the big prop forward, Jamie Peacock. He came up with the error of the block. Manly to get close to it. Put his body on the line. Not the best kick by Cherry Evans.
You know what, Eddie, if they hang on and win this game, it'll be one of their greatest ever achievements because they're under so much pressure. The momentum now fully behind this Manly side. Can anybody hear now? Burrow taking it forward. It's just a case of surviving in my eyes at the moment.
That's the last tackle here for Leeds. Burrow gets up, has a look at the referee. Sinfield, had luck with the kick. And straight to David Williams. Hardaker facing him. Hardaker misses him. Maguire doesn't. Lyon. And here is Stewart again. Glenn Stewart. Gets it away to brother Brett.
Here's 10. Hold! Go.
Bally. Foran pops it up. Williams. Getting a little bit more of it in the second half. Tony Williams. Formidable opposition.
Going to be obstructing. He utilised it. Matai didn't like the decision, but you can see the dummy runner come through. And he did it ever so obvious, didn't he? Yeah, that's got to be. You can't utilise a player like that, I'm afraid.
50 minutes Leeds have held the lead.
10 minutes, come on.
But the next 10 minutes of this match is absolutely crucial.
And what a time to pick up a penalty as well.
Peacock.
Brian McDermott, Rhinos coach, should have got the message out. This is where we put the tent pegs out. This is where we camp. They've got to apply the pressure and just take the steam out of this Manly outfit.
Good work from Griffin. Gets to his feet, plays it to McShane. Here's Sinfield now. It's Maguire. Maguire gets it away to Delaney. Delaney taking on Lyon and company. Down he goes. That's the third tackle. They're inside the 20-metre zone, though, Leeds. McShane. Burrow. Trying to chink his way through, Rob Burrow. Lyon gets to him.
No panic, take another drive, then put the kick in the in-goal area.
Maguire trying to get it out wide.
Play on.
Daly Cherry Evans. I think it was Williams, David Williams, the winger, who got the interception possibility for Manly.
Well, I can't believe that Leeds are wanting to look for a try on every occasion when they should be playing safety first.
I think, Steve-O, because they know what we know. It's next try, win this game. The next people to score will go on and win, and I think that they're trying to find that killer blow, take out the stress and the pressure that they're having in the next 8.5 minutes.
Well, I always say that if you're in front and you're down the other end, just keep it there, just keep the kicking, get the ball back again.
But look where Manly are now. This is Kieran Foran. This is going to be the last tackle, this set of 6 coming up. Ballard. Cherry Evans, up it goes high. That will hang in the wind. It'll carry forward in the breeze too. Wendell's crossed it, but backwards, says Ashley Klein.
How fortunate is that? That was a 50-50 call. It could have gone either way. And Ashley Klein really has saved the fullback Brent Webb under no pressure whatsoever. Good job that Ben Jones-Bisick was there to clean up.
I fancy if this was at the other end, we'd be saying, what?
Precisely.
Delaney.
Jones-Bishop was taken out in back play, but this fella, he's played his heart out. Now, come on, Leeds. Take your time, put it in the corner. Don't bother about trying all the fancy stuff. This is when you come to old-fashioned. Get it to be a jumper, controller, frustrate the opposition, and they'll come up with the others like this. Silly, swinging arms.
Well, there's a former Royal Marine, Brian McDermott, knows all about bravery, you know, and he sees some bravery here from his side out there. I'm sure as well this weekend the Royal Marine Rugby League team are playing a game to celebrate the lives of 2 soldiers who sadly lost theirs, and it's at Wigan St Patrick's tomorrow. Very proud of his time in the Royal Marines, and very, I think it's a credit to him and the Leeds side, some of the work ethic and principles he developed from his time there that he's transferred into his troops out onto the pitch tonight.
Sinfield goes for depth from the penalty and gets it. 7 minutes to go, 7 minutes away from being crowned World Club Champions. Griffin takes it forward for Leeds. McShane, Peacock, and Peacock will drive it forward again.
That's all they have to do.
Desperate for another World Club challenge is Jamie Peacock. This is his 6th. Sinfield. Webb. Here's Maguire. Maguire! Couldn't get the hands free. Down he goes. This is the last tackle coming up for the Leeds Rhinos.
Dink into the in-goal area.
McShane has done that. And 6 to go for Leeds. It was played out, says the referee. 6 to go, 6 minutes left.
Nerves are plenty for both coaches.
Griffin.
Roll the sleeves up. Come on, who wants to take it up? You'll guarantee it's Peacock. Give it to me, he says.
But he's winding himself up, and here he comes. Has had so much disappointment internationally against the Australians. Wants a bit of glory at club level. McShane! Just short. Great tackle by Glenn Stewart. Sinfield, Burrow. Running it. Getting it away. Chance! Try! Ben Jones Bishop! World Club Championship beckons for the Rhinos! He crowns his comeback to the team, Ben Jones Bishop, for this his first appearance of the year. And he's come up with a try that just might mean that Leeds are champions of the world for 2012.
I have to agree, Eddie. And the will of the wisp, a little hook at Rob Burrow. He has been dynamite tonight. He has teased, he's tormented this manly outfit. And Ben Jones Bishop has scored one of the most vital tries in his young career. He will remember this for a long, long time. The kick from McShane, it was touched by Matai, they got it back to 6, and the little fella, beep, beep, come and get me, come on, overlap, thank you very much indeed. Brilliant, all over the place, tormented them, and the young Jones Bishop, look at the smile on his face. The crowd have gone absolutely berserk here. They've every right to be.
Let's not be churlish, but there is a question mark in one or two people's minds about that last pass.
Yep. And also maybe the Manly side and supporters will remember the knock-on that was not given.
Oh! He's hit the post.
From Brent Webb, that could have gone either way, could have been Manly down at the other end, but you take your opportunity.
Ben Jones Bishop, it means that in the 3.5 minutes remaining, Manly have got to score twice. Nothing wrong with that. That one.
Yeah. Only half a metre.
Oh, Manly have kicked it out on the full from the restart. Penalty leads on halfway.
Well, they had to try something different, but it wasn't the best, was it? There was never any chance there for Michael Oldfield to get it. So there's the Manly supporters. They've had a great time, I know that much. They certainly enjoyed their time in England, but
Peter looks like he's about to
commit
burst into
suicide.
tears.
Well, I think commit suicide is a word, but
well, what have we got left now? 2 3/4 minutes remaining.
you can call me boring, Eddie, but it took the jump time again.
Here is Burrow, gives it to Maguire. Maguire pops it up to Delaney. Delaney can't get through. McShane calmly into dummy half. Peacock, no history on it now. Big collision with Rose. Down he goes. 3 gone. McShane. Still McShane. Here is Maguire. And Maguire.
Would you bother with a 1 point, Eddie?
Well, it wouldn't make much difference, but at least it'd eat the clock up.
Yeah.
Burrow!
That was one dummy he didn't want to do.
He looks up and he sees George Rose, and he thinks, what on earth's hit me? Sinfield, beautiful kick, bouncing everywhere. That's won it. If it's
Plus, maybe, yeah, I think that's okay. The bouncing ball, who gets a hand to it?
Nobody.
Well, Oldfield perhaps missed it.
Everybody missed it.
Did Callum Watkins miss it? I think he did. This fella didn't miss it.
He missed it there, but he doesn't miss it here.
Down it
Not
goes.
looking at it yet, they're still checking this. Oh no, it doesn't go up in the air, and if it does, it seems to change the direction, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's a manly finger.
I think it goes forward off number 5 Oldfield and then backwards off 4 and number 6. And I don't think Watkins touches it, look.
Well, if it goes for the grounding, you will hear the loudest cheer for many a day at the Headingley ground.
And he's looked at the grounding. He's looked at the grounding. Sinfield and Ben Jones-Bishop are celebrating as Carl Ablett has his try secured this crown. Yes, it has! Tries in the cup final. Tries in the grand final. Tries in the World Cup Challenge. All in the past 6 months. What a fairy tale for Carl Ablett.
And they did the right tactics when they needed them. They realised the kick, put it through. Ablett was there. It's just about applying that pressure with the kick, and it was a good one, wasn't it, from Kevin Sinfield? He's skippered them tonight. Great aplomb. They've all played their part of the Rhinos. Can he put the icing on the cake?
Of course he can. 26-12. The Leeds Rhinos have beaten the Manly Sea Eagles at Headingley, and we have 40 seconds remaining.
It's been a tremendous performance by Leeds. They knew that last week against Wigan, they were all over the shop. But not tonight. Defence, superb. Attack, efficient.
Short kick-off, straight to Ablett. Leeds have got 15 seconds, and Brian McDermott is about to make history. He won this World Club Challenge with Bradford as a player. He is now becoming the first man to win it as a player and win it as a coach. And it's mission accomplished for Big Mac and the Leeds Rhinos. Champions of the world.
And what a great decision by the Leeds Club to play it here at the real home. I think the feeling in this stadium tonight has just been right, and the performance from the players on the field has matched the spirit and atmosphere created inside this wonderful arena. It's been a joy to be at, isn't it? It's one of those sporting occasions you'll never forget if you attended this one here tonight.
They took a gamble on the weather, didn't they? Last weekend we were shivering. This weekend we've got double-figure temperatures, so it's paid off for them, the gamble. The whole thing has paid off for the Leeds Rhinos. I mean, to say that you're World Club champions, Phil, you have said it in your playing career many, many moons ago, but it must be a wonderful feeling to say we are on top of the world tonight.
And particularly tonight with the way that the second half went, they had to defend near their own try line for long periods of time, and the spirit and commitment is something that I think you can only sometimes find inside a player. I know I like to talk about the stats within a game, but the spirit of the side was significant tonight in helping them to overcome what was a difficult possession in that second 40 minutes.
Well, Ryan Hall has been chosen by the media watching this game tonight as the man of the match, and here he is talking to Bill.
Ryan, congratulations on achieving the World Club title. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Definitely, yeah. I've been on the receiving end, of 2 losses, in this game previously, so it's definitely, an achievement of mine to get the win third and final time.
At one point towards the end there, the crowd were chanting easy, easy when you got those late tries. It was never easy, was it?
Certainly right. If you're like metre margin thing we're working this week, I think
that's right up your street, isn't it?
At some points, I imagine it had in their favour quite a bit. A number of sets that we had in our line, but it can't take into account the human, accountability. So that's what we know this team's got in bunch, and that's how we play, and we love it.
first half performance was obviously crucial. That's when you did the bulk of your points scoring, when you really got your domination.
Yeah, that's right. We had a bit of a game plan, you know. We had a good few things to work on, you know, especially for playing against Manly. And luckily a couple of them worked, so it's great, you know, great work from the backroom staff, you know, come up with them plans there.
Well done. You're the man of the match tonight as well, Ryan. Congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, Captain Kevin Sinfield's with us as well. Kevin, the second half, it really was back to the wall stuff as well. You're getting caned on the penalty count. You had to defend your line an awful lot, didn't you?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a battle. We've had two really tough games in Super League, as you've seen already, and I think those two games really stood us in good stead for tonight. Like you said, that second half against that wind, we had to weather the storm a little bit, but there's some character in our guys, and you know in big games they're going to show up, and I thought we did some good things tonight.
Congratulations. It must feel good to be champions of the world.
Yeah, you know, having been beaten in the last two, it's really nice to do it, especially here at Headingley, to be able to pick a trophy up at your own ground in front of 20,000 odd is, you know, stuff that you dream of. So we're delighted. We know we're back on the horse next week at Widnes, so you know we'll be smart with how we celebrate. But I think it's big for Super League. It's good for Super League. You know, having not won one for a couple of years and us losing two, and unfortunately Wigan lost last year. So to get one back, I think is really good for us.
Thanks, Kevin.
Cheers, Bill. Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Kevin Sinfield. Well done, the Leeds Rhinos. Well coached, Brian McDermott. And they equalled the record of Wigan with 5 World Club Challenge appearances tonight. They now join Wigan and Bradford Bulls by lifting the crown for a 3rd time. And the South Standers, well, they will celebrate long into the night. Fantastic performance. Not only in attack, where they scored the points, but also in defence. Wonderful effort, Sean McRae.
Fantastic effort, Eddie, and you've just summed it up for me. It's that period of about 15 minutes or so when Leeds were defending their line and Manly threw absolutely everything at them. Went 16 points to 12. I'm thinking Manly are going to go on and win this match. I thought they'd be next to score. I thought they'd go away with it because Leeds looked tired, but they found a way to dig themselves out of it. Brian McDermott, they're absolutely delighted. And hasn't he instilled great courage and determination in this side, as if they didn't already have it, but they've found something else. They've found that ability to go to that next level. When they're under pressure, they all get together as a team, as a group, and they work hard and they work harder, and they pick themselves up and they go again. Brilliant defence.
Fantastic stuff. What do you think what happened to them at Wigan last week? You know, they looked in a bit of a mess, honestly, but they've come back, and haven't they played well?
Yeah, and you've got to give a lot of praise to the players, but you've also got to give a lot of pats on the back to their coach, you know, Brian McDermott. I thought the tactics tonight were superb. He knew that David Williams, the winger, would be under pressure. He knew that he'd been injured for quite some time. He came up with a header early, and they applied that pressure on. But, you know, Manly thought that with the two centres, Jamie Lyon and Steve Matai, very big units, they thought that they'd run through the likes of Callum Watkins and Zach Hardacre. They didn't. Those two youngsters tackled their hearts out. And the little fella, Rob Burrow, what a game he had. Non-stop, absolutely superb.
Well, we're just waiting for the presentation party to make their way down through this full house. Here they are, and we're going to be crowning Leeds as World Club champions in a few moments' time. These moments are what the players dream of, and Manly will go home disappointed, but Ryan Hall, of course we already know that, he is the man of the match. His 2 first-half tries, outstanding, but of course we still await a player to score a hat-trick in this event. But Ryan Hall, he certainly stamped his mark on the 2012 World Club Challenge, didn't he?
And I think you've got to praise the Leeds club as well by making the decision, Eddie, not to take it away again to Ellen
They took
Road.
a gamble on the weather, Steve, after
Yeah,
the last
they did.
2 or 3 years of winters we've had.
I know.
It was a big gamble, and everything has paid off for them tonight.
Yeah, it has. And to be fair to the Leeds outfit, there were times when they just had that stroke of luck. You know, you can pinpoint the fact that the fullback Brent Webb, it could have been given as a knock-on, the try out wide, and you say to yourself, Ben Jones-Bishop, it looked slightly forward, but you've got to take your opportunities, and they certainly did. They looked nervous
with about 20 minutes to go, and I was with you, Sean. It looked as though that the firepower of the Manly forwards was starting to get into the rhythm. They were getting up the advantage line, but full praise to this Leeds outfit. Their defence at that time, I don't know how on earth they kept them out. It was absolutely superb, and they must feel very proud indeed.
I think Manly have proven what I thought would happen. I just think they're underprepared. I just thought they'd come into this game, haven't played enough rugby league, and you can understand why. They've got a lot of internationals who played in 4 nations. They've got a lot of guys who needed rest. They've probably had a few surgical procedures done. They've probably just got away to a slightly later start than we know than the Leeds Rhinos, who have played a couple of Super League matches and showed that tonight.
Well, here they come, the Leeds players, picking up those prized medals as World Club Challenge winners of 2012. A lot of them out there, they picked up losers' medals. Last 2 times they played in this, against Manly themselves in 2009 and the Melbourne Storm in 2010. And Jamie Jones-Buchanan on crutches now with that knee injury. He played his part before he had to leave. Fantastic try from Ben Jones-Bishop that won it. Callum Watkins played his part as well. Big Kylie Lulawai ran his blood to water. A great start to his Leeds career for Darryl Griffin. And then the skipper bringing up the rear, last but by no means least, Kevin Sinfield. 15 major finals this man has led his team into just lately. And Kevin Sinfield lifts the trophy, and Leeds are champions of the world. How about Carl Adler, a try in the grand final, a try at Wembley, and a try here in this fairy tale?
Well, he'll be telling plenty of stories for a long time about the tries he scored, and they're big matches, aren't they? And all players will tell you it's not about the scoring of the try until they've scored it, and then they never stop telling you about it. But it's all about the team performance, and that's a terrific team. That's a very mature bunch of players, and yet so many youngsters, particularly in the back line, who are coming through. So once again, the future at Leeds Rhinos looks very, very promising, doesn't it? They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in every competition that they play in this year.
It's an excellent effort to peak. I know Manly haven't started yet, but to peak for this so early in the season.
Yeah, and look, they were put under a lot of pressure, and they had to dig deep. Every single one of them in defence, and they worked hard. Okay, they got a little bit nervous when it looked as though that Manly were going to take control of the game, but then they had the nous, and also the coach had sent out that. I thought that the great moment was that in the early part of the game, Rob Burrow was controlling things out there, running from dummy half. He brought on McShane, but he left Rob Burrow there, out in the field of play, just to torment the Manly side. And I can assure you, when you ask the Manly players who was the man that they feared most, it was a little fella, Rob Burrow.
Well, that's a great picture, isn't it? 2 tries, great coach, wonderful captain. Leeds have won it. They've done Super League proud.